financial education, like the right information I needed at that time for investing, and would have saved me.
Okay. Susan, what was your financial decision like this year? Good, bad, if bad. Do you want to share your experiences with us?
Um, okay, I had lots of bad financial decisions this year, but I think when it comes to finance, in my whole existence, this year was that year that I had lots of it. So I remember, by the way, I don't sell, I don't buy, yeah. But then I think January I had a target for each month, the amount I was allowed to spend monthly, the amount I was allowed to keep monthly, and then for anybody that knows me, I kind of give a lot. People used to call me a philanthropist, but I ensured that, okay, regardless of how you needed my money, when it came to my savings, we wouldn't go there. So for times where I had to go there, it was for very serious reasons. And then I think from January, for every month, the target for my savings, like, it has been checked.
You checked your target for savings?
Yeah, for every month.
Jesus, Father, Lord. So Victor said he almost hit his target for the year. Are you with me? So he said he almost hit his target for the year. So, as a creator, as somebody who offers services, what were some of the practices you imbibed that helped you? And as regards the poor financial decisions you made this year, what are your plans against next year to not have a repeat of itself?
Okay. Praise God.
I want to raise a controversy after this so that we can argue.
Praise God. Okay, let me start this way. Last year, one thing I used to do end of the year is I used to separate mommy and daddy's money from money got from sales services. You know what I'm saying? So last year, I realized that I made about 1.4.
That's sales and services.
Yeah, sales and services. Then this year, my target was, before I changed my target, it was about 4. But I did something different, which was collaboration.
Okay.
Yeah. I noticed that there are some guys in the industry that actually have access to where you can get more sales. In as much as I don't know more about the Upwork of it, in the digital marketing, but I have guys that have so much access, so I leverage on them, and we collaborated more on a lot of projects, which actually skyrocketed the sales to about 8 point something. So one of the financial mistakes I made this year, is it a financial mistake? Okay.
Tell us.
I think what happened was, when I went to Abuja.
Wait. Your location is the cause of your problem.
Yeah. Because
Location.
Yeah, location.
So that means those of us who are there, we are in serious problem.
No, depending on how I'm actually looking for a solution, or I actually find partial solution to my problem.
Okay.
Now, one of the problem was that I can count how many times I cook. So let me say averagely, if I'm not going out, because I was also doing my IT in Abuja. If I'm not going out that day, I spend, like, let's say 8 to 10,000 naira. But if I'm going out, the transportation and everything, it's about 15,000 naira
In a day.
in a day. Yes. So averagely, if you calculate 10 to 50,000 naira for about 6 months, over like 1 point something million, right?
You can even eat 6 months, almost 6 months in Abuja.
Yeah. From June.
From June, okay.
Yeah. That was 1 point something million. And also, I spend with emotions.
You spend with emotions.
Yes,
Okay.
because I think I got to a stage I think I don't really need money.
You did not really need money.
Yes. Like I don't have anything
To do with
to
money.
do with money.
My
That
God.
if you call me and say, okay, you want to do so thing, I can just tell you that okay. Something happened. Something happened with my friend. She called that okay, she wants to get. It's okay.
Oh, your friend
I-
called to get the phone.
I like after the call, I was like, what was I thinking? I said, okay, don't worry. In 5 days, I'll give 50,000 naira, and that's how I've been spending my money. And I have a friend, that is also poor in financial management. Not the man, my man. He will still quite better. But Caleb, like if you tell him, let's just buy this one 2,000 naira, he'll say no. Let's go and buy 50,000 naira.
Why? Luxury.
Not really luxury, but just buy comfort. That kind of thing. But I think by September, I accumulated a lot of debt. Despite the amount of money I made in sales, I accumulated a lot of debt. Because we all accumulated a lot of debt. We all accumulated a lot of debt. And I realized that it is not because I did not make more money. It is because I did not really live above my means when it comes to luxury clothes, whatsoever.
You live though.
I live so below my means. So I don't even used to go out. But I used to eat.
Good food.
Yes. And I used to give out money.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. But are you learning from these conversations? Are you? Okay, so I guess I'm not teaching. I think one of the things I think can help us, me inclusive. So this year, I did not use piggy banks, blah blah blah. I didn't use any of them because I always come to a point where no matter how I use all this work and say, I will find a way to break it. So somebody like me, one of the things that helped me and saved me this year was that I had to not go into the convention or the traditional method of savings, what we know as what? As a job. I think when it comes to the matters of finances, but one of the things I intend to do next year is really to leverage more on, because somebody was saying that piggy bank or cowrie rice is actually very serious. If you say you want to lock your money for so time, there is no how they are going to unlock it for you. So I think I want to go by that route next year. But for me this year, one of the ways I took that really helped me, really helped me, was the traditional method of saving, which is the ajo. Because I know that every end of the month, whatever I'm able to make, and if I'm doing ajo, I will not collect first. You have to give me the last or the second to the last. Because I feel like the people that used to collect first, you are cheating them. You collect and then you will not be paying for money that you are. But I mean, however that was. So I think the issue of finances, right? You need to really come to understand what works for you. I may be wrong. As I say, it's an interactive session. But I think you just need to come to understand what really works for you. I wouldn't say what really took my money was not, I wouldn't call it financial decisions. Because if I call it financial decisions, all of you are part of my financial decisions. Because Youth Umbrella was really one of the things that really takes my money and certain commitments. But if it was based on the target I set for myself this year, then I did very poorly. But then, your poorly can be somebody's actual target. You understand? But I think that there are just certain places or levels that you will come to. You just know that you can actually do better than you currently are doing. And which is why I wanted us to have this conversation so we can see how we can prepare very well for next year. One of the things that I learned that I want us to talk about, for those of us who have knowledge about it, although I started at the later end of this year. I think I started around either September, October. I've always known about it, but I was not active. was stocks. I think it was September or August that Sterling Bank released their shares. Fresh, 1 month. Eh? I said, what are you doing there? Oh yeah, come and sit there. It is close for all of us now. I can't remember when Sterling Bank released what month? September, right? Yeah, that was the month I started taking stock shares. I just took a little sum of money and then I bought the share. Then the app I used to buy the shares, I realized that you can actually even buy stocks for as low as 100 naira, 200 naira, 500 naira. And if you follow certain financial experts on IG, or you even see them on TikTok, I mean, I'm not saying that you should be just go and watch a video. Somebody says you should buy this stock. You also have to know how to do your own analysis. So because there was a time I used to do crypto, I understand analysis. So crypto, FX, if you have the idea of crypto, doesn't mean you'll be able to trade FX, but you'll be able to understand certain chart and analysis. So having the idea, the knowledge of crypto, it helped me to be able to know the right stocks to buy. And I have friends who was actively trading. Then I also paid for my premium group where they call out stocks to buy. So that is like the one thing I think really helped me to sleep this year. And a lot of people are actually talking about stocks. So I want to get your own opinion. Have you heard of stocks? Are you planning on investing? How do you intend to go about it? So maybe we'll start with Shino here. Although Shino introduced us to Trove since 2018, 19 years. Shino introduced us to Trove then. Myself, Kenny, Taye, Sheyi. Some of us put money, then we remove it. So, do you want to share? Give me the mic. Let's have Shino share his experience with us as regards stocks.
Talking about stocks, I think I have a little understanding about it. So I really have been into stocks since 2021. Yeah, I got into the forex market around 2020 during the COVID, the lockdown, where I started actively trading stocks 2021. So yes, I got quite a number of stocks around 2021. I bought UBA stocks. I've been holding it. I think I bought it, should be around when it was it 8? I bought it around, if I'm not mistaken, 8 to 12 naira then per stocks. And now, I really have not checked of this month though. It should be around 50 something or 40 something naira per stocks. So I've been holding that stocks since then. So this year, it should be around last month. Was it last month? I shared some stocks to OSO that, okay, in the coming weeks of months, these stocks should do well. Tesla was one of them. Meta also was one of them. Coin was one of them too. And Netflix as well. Netflix as well was one of them. So I was able to get those stocks, and most of them now has done over 70%. Most has done 30%. And coin should be around 10%. So the idea about stocks is really not to double your money instantly. I feel that's one of the financial mistakes we make. This is something the people who brings us into the game do not enlighten us about. We tend to think that it is something where you can just put in your money just like you're too odd and double your money and go out. It works at times. It does. But the idea of stocks is a long-term investment. Most stocks do well on a short term. Most actually do well on a longer term. If you look at NASDAQ, for so many of us that knows NASDAQ, anybody knows NASDAQ here? The S&P. These are stocks that has been doing well for decades. But in as much as they actually doing well does not mean you can always buy anytime. Because most times, they're actually the right stocks to buy. But when you are too early in it, it becomes a wrong financial decision to make. There are some points where you have a long bull run of these markets. And also, there are some points where you have the shorts on them, where the sellers begin to sell their stocks and all of that. And just to say, these buys and selling, and where we say that, we say the stock market is falling and all of that, they are just strategies by the bigger players. When I mean the bigger players, the hedge funds, the banks, the governments, these guys intentionally sell their stocks. They sell a drastic amount of their stocks just to bring the price of those stocks down, then buy again. So these are strategies just to have so much purchasing power on their sides. Because when they are selling, the small players like us, we begin to project, begin to fear, okay, this money, I bought stock about 100K, it was 300K, now it's about 50K, let me just take out my money and, okay, let me buy shawarma. That is the concept behind all these falls in prices that we're having. It's just to take us out of the game so they can have enough buying power to purchase more. So if you are getting in when they are selling their shares, definitely you are losing out. So you have to know when to buy. So like you made mention of it, that well, sometimes if you really want to know about stocks, or if you really want to go into the stocks market, you really don't need to have a full knowledge about it. If you have somebody that can put you through, you can register for communities, licensed communities actually, that can provide signals on the stocks you can buy and when to even buy them. I think that will be a very, very, very good help for you.
How would you manage together for sure? So the app we use is Trove. There's two, in case you want to write it down. There's Trove, there's Bamboo, there's Afri Investor. Now, I currently use Afri Investor. I'm yet to fully understand Trove again because I couldn't access the other account. I just finished my KYC again. So, but then if you're talking about US stocks, so when they actually called that particular stock, I had the money then. I thought I was going to pay, but I couldn't get it on Trove because I had not done my KYC. So I just converted the money to Afri Investor and then bought some Nigerian. So Afri Investor does not sell US stocks. It's just Nigerian stocks and then federal government bonds and mutual funds. That's what you're going to find. Afri Investor is a Nigerian market stock app. But then using Trove or Bamboo, you're going to see US stocks and all of these international stocks. And I think that stocks is a good way to invest your money. OSO did not say that you have to buy force. We're interacting, right? And I was telling some of the approaches that I'm using, and then Chino was going to give us a better insight on stocks. But I think stock is a good way to invest your money after saving some. Maybe instead of being like Victor, giving girls money for phone. A girl. He say a friend now. He say she. I guess now. Don't be like Victor giving girls money for phone. I love ladies. Where they say I'm doing gender war. Yeah, I'm a misogynist. So they can actually put the money into phone. So Emmy is doctor of laptop. Emmy make some crazy amount of money this year that I didn't even know until he was telling me yesterday. How can you, or one, let me not say it. And did you set any financial? This Emmy has seen that he's a crook. He said. So, what do you have any financial goals for the year? Like, did you set a target for yourself this year? Again, I'm coming to you now.
Is it safe
Like,
now to make?
You say, okay, this year, this is the amount of money I intend to make by December. And it doesn't even have to be profit alone. In sales, profits, everything.
Yes, actually, I did that this. I
So
started this
give me
year.
an age. Is it 2 million to 5 million, 10 million to 20 million?
My goal was 500k actually,
Okay. So,
and not like
okay, no, when you say 500k, that's for profit.
yes,
Because you sell laptops for 500k. Oh,
and not in full year like I wanted to dear myself.
okay.
I wanted to make it in 6 months.
Let's make 500k as profit in 6 months.
Yes.
Okay? So, were you able to eat it?
I
I know you were, except you want to lie. Sincerely, this boy was able to make it, except you want to lie.
made 60 to 70%
Let me
of
share
it.
it. I'm not going to use microphone on this one. So somebody wanted to outsmart Emmy, right? Somebody wanted to outsmart him. He stole his laptop. The laptop, normally, if I'm going to sell that laptop, go on.
Yes, so I think I made about 70% of it.
70%.
Yes,
Okay.
not up to the 6 months.
Big count.
Not up to the 6 months.
You have a problem with Manuel. Where's my system? I do have questions. Okay, for those online, if you want to join in our conversation or you have questions for us, forgive me, my voice is cracked. That's why it's like I'm not putting the mic in my voice very much. So, Ima, go on, please. So, you're able to make 70%. So, what did you do? What would you have done right that would have helped you to achieve the 100%? And did you think that you made poor financial decisions this year?
Poor financial decision, I would say no.
Okay.
Yes.
So everything you spent money on was a legit cost.
Yes. But some extent, there are times you just lavish money. Then after lavishing, you now realize that.
I have a question. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. That's fine. Thank you for your insight. I'm still coming back to you. She not say you wanted to say something.
Okay.
I'm coming to you. You are always going to be my reader.
So, at the beginning of this year, I had a target, actually. I did. And my target was 100 million naira. That was my target. So, one of the reasons, okay, as at March, yeah, I think I was on route to that target. I had up to $10,000. I think you are aware. I had up to $10,000, and I really wanted to hit that target so much in the sense that I wanted to even do
He's
it
a forex trader.
before.
Just in case you are wondering, you know their accounts. In case they want to kidnap you, I'm not his friend.
So
So you leave him alone.
I wanted to do that so bad even before mid 2025, because I really didn't expect that I would have so much as of March. Yes, I didn't expect that. So seeing that I had hit that target, I actually had it in mind that yes, I could do more. I could times 4, times 5, times 10, and all of that.
In a nutshell, greed came in.
Of course, that's where I was
want
driving
to
at.
say the word.
So that's where I was driving at. Greed came in, actually. And my goal was to return to Kaduna, actually. I had not been in Kaduna for years now. So my goal was to return to Kaduna as a baller. Yes, let me just put it that way. To return to Kaduna as a big boy and all of that. To make mama proud. So in the long run, by God's grace, I lost all those money in 2 weeks.
This guy. But your own
No.
human
So
errors.
I lost it all. Like I just the where I'm driving to is that I lost it all just because of greed. Yeah. So I feel for just personally, that is the financial mistake I made this year. Greed.
Okay.
Greed. I left the part of little by little a little here and a little there consistently, and I wanted to go in all big at once.
Okay, thank you for sharing. Okay, so Saiz, I mean, I offer services, right? But I also partner with businesses that invest sells products. But it's not that we don't have businesses that we do or something, but sometimes multiplying or knowing how to actually. So we have a target after having a business. We have a target amount of money we want to make in sales, in profit, right? But I think many times our struggle is really how to now convert those products to sales. I don't know if you get it. The problem is really how to convert those products to say. What do you have to say about that?
Okay, sorry, my voice will not be loud, please. So sorry. So to talk about this, when it comes to converting what you sell to, or what you do to money, I feel if you don't have a proper system around your income and your expenses, I don't think that will be possible, right? Proper systems and structure, and that is what I can tell you for a short thing, right? That systems and structures will take you time to build because it's a whole lot of work. So,
Sorry.
yeah.
Please, you continue. For those joining us online, I have been asked by my bosses to tell you that what we are currently doing is a interactive section on skills and monetization. So you see, all of these guys you are seeing seated here, excluding me, they have crazy money. So they have decided to make me the anchor to ask them how they made the money, so that after the event they will contribute money to pay me. So in a nutshell, we're just sharing ideas. That's how we can scale our businesses and monetize our skills. Thank you. Go on.
So I think, just as I was saying, right, systems and structure, because I got to understand that lately this year, I think towards the end, before the end of the quarter, that is the last quarter of the year, I began to understand that money gravitates towards people who have systems and structure. So when you have systems and structure to your business, money gravitates towards you. You don't have to run and look for the money, but the money will come towards you. Why? Because you have systems and structures in place. And one thing I started leveraging on was trying to leverage on people instead of myself. So if I want to make a sale, instead of talking to, I think this is an assignment for every one of us. Instead of you talking to me directly, I sent someone to you to talk to you, to make you feel of high demand. So what I do there is, I want to sell this phone. I'm the one in charge of the selling. I get one of my guys. I tell him everything about this phone. I will direct the conversation from myself. I will switch it to, maybe let's say Mr. Shino, for instance. I'll tell Mr. Shino to take over that conversation. When Mr. Shino is done doing the deal, because Mr. Shino will take it from a PT angle. I might take it from, because, of course, I love volunteering. I love giving back to people. I don't know how to have money conversation that deep. So all I do is change. I switch the conversation to Mr. Shino. So when it comes to products and services, you need to really understand that if you don't have systems and structure, maybe your payment, I think there was a deal I did one certain time. I lost the deal of about 250 million. Why? Because there was no system and structure. As simple as that. The man felt, no. It's like you are the one all doing everything. So when he felt that way, he didn't get back to me. And that would have been a breakthrough if I had gotten that 250 million. Because when I did my calculation more, it was a whole lot. And funny enough, it's just affiliate marketing. I'm not into the oil space, but he wanted me to deliver oil. But I had the information about oil. I made research, had the information. So when it comes to product and services, I want us to understand something, how that it's beyond just packaging. No matter how you package yourself, tush and all, it's beyond all those stuff. It's just like me packaging finish. After the packaging, I'm now asking myself, how do I sell? You see, that is to some extent stupidity. I was also like that. I think 2021, is it 2021 now? Okay, I think 2021, I dived into mini importation. And I did all the featuring, everything, did the art, nothing converted. After spending like 6 figures to bring goods from China down here, it spent about 3 months to get to Nigeria. After getting to Nigeria, trying to now sell it, doing your digital marketing, after taking this course, taking that course, trying to implement. It didn't work then. It dawned on me that I didn't study my market well before I even started the business. So I felt I was following my own instinct, not intuition. So instinct, there's a distinct line between instinct and intuition. So I followed my own instinct. Oh, this product will make sale. So, and this is a lot of mistake a lot of young people are making, that your product or service, you think it's people that, you think you are the one that needs it, not knowing that it's people that need it. So if you don't understand the people, how do you communicate with them? So for me, the only thing I would tell us this morning, or this afternoon rather, is that let's have systems and structures around all. Because just as I said I don't have financial goal this year. Why? Because I felt I need to put a lot of system and structure. I need to finish school. I didn't attend 70% of lectures. How do I now cope just to finish school? Finishing school, then also managing a business, then also having personal consultation stuff. You know, it's a whole lot of things. So you need systems and structure if you really want to make money. So if I set goals this year, I don't think I will meet them because my attentions were properly divided. Like all divided. So I was doing this at the same time, doing this, like multitasking. I was doing a lot of things. So all I'll say, right, when you have a product or a service, please sell demand and sell scarcity. Sell demand and sell scarcity. What I mean by that statement, don't be too available. I've done a consultation of just 1 hour, 25K before. Just 1 hour. I think I did one of 5 minutes, just 5 minutes work, 15K. So I was now asking myself if I could double this 15K for 5 minutes. That was what my calculation was. So if I do 2 hours for 5 minute times divided by 120 minutes, then if I do this is the amount I will get. So then you now start working on. That's for those that are doing service now. I'm not talking of for those that are doing, products. I'm talking of those that are doing service. So you double down your timing and the amount you charge per time. Because one thing we are not doing in this part of the world, which tax next year will make us start doing that? I feel tax will make us start doing that. We are not charging per hour. So somebody can just call you, hello, Israel, I want you to do this for me. And before you know, Israel is already talking 2 hours. And that 2 hours would have been invested. At the end of the day, the person is telling you that I don't think I can afford I don't think I can afford your service and all. So I think make sure you are so of high demand. Create the illusion amidst people. Just create the illusion that you are not always, even if you are not busy. I'm being serious now. Even if you are not really, really busy, but create that demand. People should have this taste of, to some extent, if somebody wants to reach out to me, you can't just enter my DM and start striking a conversation and I will reply to you. If you come, even if I see it and I'm not busy, I'll wait for like 1 hour. No, not including you. So don't go there. You know, if you could chat me up, I'm online, I'll respond to you. So to some certain people, there are some certain people I reply to immediately. There are some people I don't reply to immediately. Why? Because it's all about money. It's all about money. And when people feel this desperation is an energy. Even if it's online, the moment people feel or sense this desperation, they'll just run away and they will pay you that particular amount of money. So that answers your question, right? Thank you so much.
Was it a question? I just wanted to hear your thoughts.
Okay. About?
Okay. Two people want to say something.
Okay.
I saw her hand first.
Earlier I had mentioned that I'm not into buying and selling, but I've noticed that most times one of the issues that entrepreneurs have is that they don't understand marketing and selling. Now, most entrepreneurs don't know that marketing is not selling, and then selling is not marketing. So the problem is not your product. It's just that you don't know how to first market and then to sell. Now, there are people that are marketers, but then they don't know how to sell. So if you understand that you're that kind of person, you can be an entrepreneur, and then maybe you do the marketing, and then when it comes to negotiation, you bring up somebody that will help you get the money. So marketing is you creating awareness, you bringing up interest. Okay, I meet up Mega today, and then I have something I want to sell. And then you don't start negotiating immediately. You don't start talking money. No, you make them get aware about that product. Let them have interest. They should want to demand it. Like, they should want to get this. And then that is from that point, you know, when somebody is interested in something, that is what we trigger the kind of amount they are willing to pay for that. So most entrepreneurs don't market. They just go and they want to start selling. They want to start talking money. Okay, I'm into perfume. This thing costs 10,000 naira. And there's another person that would, that same perfume, he'll be able to sell it for 50,000 naira. And then they will buy. So if you understand that you're not a very good marketer, get a marketer for your brand. It doesn't even have to be paid. It can be your friend. It can be your sister. Okay, help me market this thing. Maybe you're very good at selling. Like for me, I'm a very good marketer. And then I also know how to get money. I'm that kind of person that if you put me on a call with somebody, I can help you collect the money from that person. I don't have to struggle to have to get money. So just understand what you're good at in your business. If you're good at the two, that's not a problem. And then you can always learn. You can always pick up courses for marketing and sales. Why are you an entrepreneur and then you've not done any course that has to do with marketing or sales? Then what are you really doing? If you will not pick up those courses, then maybe you employ people that would help you market or sell your product. You having the product is not enough. You need to understand when to ask people for their funding, when to make them want to buy your product. Somebody might not even need your product, but then the way you market it, the person will think as if they need your product, and then they will buy it. They'll be like, where they go? Why did I even buy this? But there's a way you make it feel as if they need it at that time. Like, you think as if that person will feel as if they need it, and then they really don't need it. So I feel like as an entrepreneur, please, the coming year, try to put in money and learn how to market, learn how to sell, just learn how to do these things combined, and you will collect people's money.
And after Emma made the point, we have a question online. Toby is going to read it for us, and then we'll take it. Go on, Emma.
Sir Israel, mine is a question on delaying charts. I love to do that a lot when it comes to when we are negotiating. Maybe before the negotiation starts, I might be replying so fast, but when the negotiation starts, I will delay message. Why? Because I don't want you to make it to feel that I'm desperate, that this guy did desperate. And this amount, if I tell him this amount, you go sell him. I don't do that. If I tell you this is it, if I see that you want to be doing, I might delete your message. You might be the one calling me, say, hello, I sent you a message, please check your DM. So I want to ask now that, is it a good idea, or, because I do feel maybe sometimes that could make you lose a client.
So when you feel like you will lose a client, I think, for me, I think it's just your emotion playing on you. Yeah. It's just your emotion playing on you. You know, when it comes to negotiation, right? In the negotiation room, anybody that first speak loses the game. So the first person that speaks when we are negotiating loses the game. After you've said a lot, maybe you are having back-to-back conversation. When it now gets to a peak of money, the first person that picks, or let me say, you're not like, oh, this is what the product does, this, that. At the end of the day, the guy was like, wow, that's okay, and stuff. I was like, okay, I look forward to hearing from you. Like, if this, to some extent, I end conversations with this, we help you solve this. If you are interested, if this makes sense to you, then we can take it up from there. Then I automatically leave you at that point to go and make your own decision. It's more of persuasion. I don't do that a lot, right? Because I had to just transfer, because I found out that to some extent, I'm the... See, let me use this statement. And it's not pride, but then let me use this statement. You need to know where you are in your business. And you need to know what you're good in your business. I don't know if you get me. Lately, I discovered that I'm not good at marketing. I know marketing. I know sales. But I'm not the guy for those things. So what do? I train people to do that the way I would do it. I don't know if you get. Because I feel there are other things I can do with my time instead of having the negotiation time with you and stuff. And, you know, a lot of Nigerians, but we have a lot of confused people who don't even know what they want to buy. So if you bring your confusion to my doorstep, maybe I should be investing it in another thing. I'll start explaining, trying to explain this is why you need to buy this. No, I don't have to do that. So in terms of that, if you are feeling you will lose them, you've not entered into the space of abundance. It's a mindset, it's a state of mind. That abundance that I know is not whatever it is. I'm not talking of that rule. Oh. It's not that. Oh. Like anything that is for me. Yeah, whatever will be. No, it's not that. It's just psychology. We are playing psychology. Then, at the same time, first, you need to understand that when you have conversations like that, position yourself. There's something called authority building. Position yourself as an authority in that space. That will make them feel stupid to go to another person. Because it's not enough if you just tell them about the product. In fact, to some extent, you tell them why they don't need that same product. Yes, I've done that a lot. I'll tell them you don't need this product, you need this product. So switching their understanding from this particular product to this product. I've once stood with one guy, I think in 15 minutes. He was having a decision to pay, I think, is it 10K? 10K for a particular product. But I made him pay for 45K. Just within that switch. Because the moment you show interest, it's simple. The moment somebody comes to your doorstep that I once intentionally paid for premium Telegram. Why? Because I want to have access to be posting on Telegram multiple times in a day. That was all. And I got clients from there. And all I invested was 5K per month. So if I do 5K per month every day, and I'm getting clients that will pay me like 100% return on investment, 1,000% return on investment, why not invest my money on Telegram instead of posting on WhatsApp status? That's why to some extent lately you never see me post stuff on WhatsApp status again, because I'm on Telegram. I'm on Telegram trying to get, because I feel Telegram gives you enough space to bring new contact, cold contact to your doorstep. You don't have to hustle for them. They come to you. So long you position yourself. So when it comes to that, don't feel like you are losing the, what is it called? The deal. All you need to do is work on your authority. Work on becoming more good, that if anybody say anything, you know it in that your space. Because I can relate with this laptop issue. There's one of my guy in Ibadan. He sells laptop. And guess what? He doesn't have a store. But if this guy talks to you about buying laptop, he will tell you that the moment you are using your laptop, he will be praying for you. One of the, I kid you not. He will tell you, see, buy my laptop, I will be praying for you. And your laptop, whatever you are using it to do, will increase. And I joke not. You just find out that after buying laptop, business just they come. That is his own strategy. I kid you not. I kid you not. Like his own strategy. It got to a time we bought a system close to £1,000,000 because of this same strategy I'm telling you. And it was not stressing. Guess what? You will still be the one to waybill your stock. You know those people that they say waybill is free. No, you will waybill your yourself. But after that buying, that purchase, you still come and buy another one. So I think you just need to get so well with products, knowing them well, and knowing what it does. Because some people don't, I can say, just like I was talking to a guy just of recent, he said somebody needed a particular system, a particular specification. When the person came to him, he told him that specification will give you problem in the next 6 months. Just by one statement, this specification, and he gave him reasons why this specification will give him this particular problem. And guess what? The guy changed. The whole conversation changed. It was no longer buying. He now had to pay more. And the guy had to earn more. So you see, taking someone from a confused state, people are just clueless. Me too, to some extent, I'm clueless about some certain things. Don't go there, actually, because I know where you are going to. So I'm clueless too about some certain things. So I need people to teach me. It's just like skincare, for instance. Why do I need skincare, for goodness sake? But I have a skincare person around who is always talking about it, educating people. Then you now see the need to invest in skincare. Because I'm not a lady, so why will I invest in skincare? I don't know if you get the point. So just trying to build your acumen around your field.
Wait, we have a question. You want to ask something? Wait, let's take the question online. Let's take the question online.
Praise the Lord.
Hallelujah.
Okay, since it's an interactive and skills monetization, so I'll be reading out the comments and then the question. So we have Michael Adewale. I can relate, Shina. Greed is one of the critical battles a forex trader have to deal with. That is why trading plan must be developed and followed squarely. We have Israel Idowu here says OSO and disguising. So, okay, and the question here is, as a lady without any skills and a graduate, is there like a list of practical steps I can follow consistently in a year that gives me a visible change? Without any skills and a graduate. Is there like a list of practical steps I can follow consistently in a year that can give me a visible change?
First of all, we don't even know what you studied in school. Okay, so a lady, no skill, but she's a graduate. Whether she studied sociology, psychology. Oh. Sincerely, it was a slip of tongue. It just entered my mouth. Whether she studied, but really, right? This is off the chart. There are some courses that should be cancelled. Sociology, biochemistry, microbiology. Why are you studying CRS in school? Go to Baptist Seminary School. Why are you studying public civil engineering? No. So yeah. So the question is that a lady, she does not have any skill, but she's a graduate. What are the list of things that she can do that can change the year for her? Who wants to? You see? Okay, so do you want to say something? You need to speak to the mic because of those online. Okay. Okay.
All she needs is the right knowledge, the right cycle, then the right mentor. Because it's just these three things. For your life to change is exposure. The difference between a rich man and a poor man is exposure. How exposed are you? So if that lady is just sitting down, I often wonder why she's a graduate and not having anything. That is the problem number one. Why will you go to school and just not do anything.
Okay.
So,
So I just say right knowledge, right cycle, and right mentor. Okay.
A graduate, as she said, what skills, digital skill, can you advise her to take?
What digital skill can you want?
Advise her to take.
See, I think
Like-
this is tricky, right? Do you know why? We don't know this person. We don't even know the course she studied. We don't know the things she's interested in doing.
Wait.
You are confusing me. Because exactly, you can't just say storytelling, bro. There are people that offer services and they don't say shit on the internet. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. They don't have to. Okay, she studied agriculture. Okay, the person studied agriculture. So now, how can we help her? Does she have things that she's? Do you have things you are interested in? Something that triggers your fancy or something? So like, we have a lead. She studied agriculture. Okay, Susan wants to say something. I'm using the mic now. After Susan, we'll take Hannah.
So I feel like as a lady, it should even be wrong that you don't have any skill. So for me, there are two paramount skills a lady should have. And then the first one is listening skills. As a lady, you need to learn how to listen. And then the second is communicating skills. So, communication and listening skills. So, I recently also just graduated, and funny enough, from agriculture as well, just like you. And then, I've been wanting to start a business. And then, I need crazy funds for that business. But then, one lucky thing for me is that I'm a good communicator. So, I was telling my sisters 3 days ago that I've been trying to draft a business plan, and I called the amount I wanted for that. And they were like, that's plenty money. But then I just need to sit with like 2 or 3 people to be able to raise that capital. So for you now, catering, you want to go into catering, of course you need to learn how to communicate to get capital. You need to learn how to communicate to get clients. And then you also need to learn how to listen, to understand what are the needs of people. Because imagine you can be a caterer, and then this particular client likes pastries more, this one likes that more. So you need to learn how to listen, you need to learn how to communicate.
I saw Anna's hand first. I didn't see your hand since. Give Anna first. I didn't see. If I see your hand, I'll call you. After Anna, they'll give you the mic.
Okay. So basically,
Agriculture.
culture, and you want to go into study that to go into catering. Together, you're actually on part. I think you are on the food system part, because both. What I would recommend, you have nutrition with food system, hygiene, and every other concept that has to do with food. So if I would advise you, like a lady that I am, and you don't have any skills, I feel like you should start to learn basic social media skills. You can come online for the first 2 months, January, February. What do you know about a particular food? What do you know about the safety? What do you know about the hygiene? What do you know about catering? And then adding your agricultural knowledge is a plus for you. So you come online, you consistently show up, you teach, and then before you know it, you can get to learn about catering. You can get to learn about making foods, making pastries, and then not just the regular person who sells pastries on the street. Now you have an idea of the nutritional value, the hygiene, NAFDAC, and every other thing. I think it's a plus for you. So just learn basic social media skills, writing, catering, agriculture, food safety. Just go extra, and before you know it.
So, to tie up what everybody has said, you said you have an interest in catering. Mr. Israel said that he has 3 steps for you: learn, change your circle, and then a mentor, right? Hannah said, do something differently, do something that's not conventional. So, like what Mr. Israel has said, you want to have an interest in catering, learn it. Of course, that's the first to do. Then change your circle. The people that, I have a friend that she moves from, I'm not advising you to do, she moved from Kaduna to Abuja. Where did she go and stay? University of Abuja. What does she do? Sells food to students in University of Abuja. That's all she does, right? So that was like one of the things she did. I'm not advising you to do that, but change your circle, not only just your circle, your environment. Look for where you are needed. Hannah said, do something differently. Don't be like the normal regular people that say only during Christmas time, you see them, they'll do Christmas package. They just roll it out. Valentine, you see them, they'll do Valentine package. They just roll it out. But thank you very much. No, just do something differently, right? Do something differently. But then I have one question for you. Although time has gone, but maybe God will help you. But what were you doing in school that you didn't even have a volunteering experience? What were you doing at that time? But I pray that God gives you grace.
Okay, thank you so much. Can we appreciate those who have contributed? So we're going to be having a cosmetology training in any moment from now. So I just want to say this. Storytelling is good. Learning is good. Doing something differently is good. Susan mentioned being a good communicator. So I'm going to say something and then we'll wrap it up. When competence is timid and ignorance is bold, bold ignorance is going to make more money, more sales than timid competence. A lot of times, a lot of us, we are very competent at what we do, but we are not bold about it. Have you realized that the people that make crazy sales, they are not as half good as you are? I was fighting someone last month. If you see the cake she sold for 10,000 naira. Cake she sold for, I was very mad because I know if you really put, good selling skills into that, you can actually sell the cake very well. So, when competence is timid and ignorance is bold, bold ignorance is going to make more sales, more impact, more success than timid competence. So, my advice for you is that having figured out all your part by virtue of all they've said, you have to be bold about what you are doing. Yesterday, Israel taught us about shameless marketing. You have to carry it on your head like it is your life's business. One of the people I will always have mad respect for. I mean, times some of you may come to a point where some of me, I have a flyer. In fact, was it last week you put a portfolio for me? But I don't think I've shared that much times in my life since he created it. I have a flyer, but I don't need to share it. I get and recommendations, but I have not come rock solid like that. So Israel shares his flyer every day. Every day. I don't mean that you now come and post 25. Who will be looking at it? I will not look at it. Just saying that you have to show up every day. Show up every day, every day for the things that you are doing. And by this, we have come to the end of our session. Can you join me and say that for yourself? Thank you, everybody, for participating. So, I'll just give us. So, we'll just take 5 minutes of rest. Just refresh. Greet somebody beside you. Anna spoke about networking. So, yeah. Say hi to somebody beside you, and by 1:40, we're going to be starting our cosmetology classes. By 3, there's lunch and this thing for everybody.